Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Melee. We have got a number one contender match here in teams for you. If you recall, at Last One Standing, Jeremy Adams was the MVP, and in getting that title, he won the right to get a number one contender match in either singles or teams. He has chosen to use it in our team's division and has cashed it in. So with that, Judgment City is playing with the number one contender match. The team they have chosen to call out, they could have chosen out any team in the top 5 of the division. They have chosen to go for Water 2 or Waterloo. Here we go again. This is sure to be an interesting match. All the players in the same faction, all of that good stuff. With me on the desk, we've got Mr. Dylan Vanthine. Dylan, thoughts on the match we are about to see?
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, Waterloo, here we go again. Had a big splash last season, being the rookie team of the year, and even like just taking out a lot of high caliber teams. And Judgment City seems to be the newer team on the block here, where they're obviously known players, but just been tearing it up in their rookie season this year. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, without further ado, we will get into our pre-match interviews, starting with the team that was challenged. Waterloo, here we go again, also known as Water 2. How you doing? Are you excited? This is your first contender match, if I'm not mistaken.
Not true.
This is second contender match. That's true. This is the second contender match that you earned fully legitimately with no caveats, no asterisks whatsoever. I'm allowed to make that joke because I had the same thing happen to me twice. But still, you are here. You are playing in a number one contender match. Thoughts on being back here? Thoughts on your opponents and all that good stuff?
We are special. There is no team in the history of Melee, formerly named Warzone, to play 2 number one contender matches back to back. I think it calls us the greatest team ever. Fuck Ginyu Force. Fuck Concept. We're number one.
One Adelaide Spence does not reflect the opinions of the team.
Where's the positivity? We could be playing for a title tomorrow. What the fuck?
We're a team that somehow beats other teams that are way better, and we have no business beating. So honestly, anything can happen here, but I'm not expecting to win this.
They have the powers of Boatman. They have the powers of Jeremy. They have the power of the hunkiest boy, Matthew. I don't see how you are going to do this. I really wanted a front row seat for this match, so I said I was going to manage, but honestly, I could have managed the other team. I'm willing to flip.
All right. Well, with that vote of support, a vote of confidence from your manager, we will send your manager away. We'll bring in the challengers, the ones who made the call out for this match, along with their manager. And I got to reorganize some people again. We have now got Judgment City on the desk, on the screen, Jeremy and Boatman, as managed by Mr. Matthew Chen in this moment. Fellas, you, much like them, earned the right to be here. No caveats, slightly smaller asterisk, but still you're here. You at least won the challenging instead of just being picked by another person. Thoughts on the match, thoughts on your matches before you got here, thoughts on your opponents.
I've really I just have to say, I just have to say, you know, I had a choice coming out of the free for all event of, you know, cashing in a contenders match, and as soon as Kaleb and I, you know, teamed up together, I always knew that was where I wanted to do it, and this was kind of a good spot in the season, you know, around when tournaments are happening to do it. And whatever happens here today, I'm really excited. We're playing. We were able to make a challenge with some awesome guys that are in our faction. So even if, you know, this doesn't go the way we hope, we still kind of win because it's going to help the faction and it's going to be an awesome match for us. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I've loved playing with Jeremy. This has been like just so much fun. So I'm ready to just jump into it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to be managing them. So, okay.
All right. Well, with that, we will say goodbye to Matthew, and I will once again reorganize everyone on the screen as we get into round number 1 of the match. Round number 1 is going to work like this. You are going to get 8 different questions in 8 different categories in the realm of general movies. You'll have about 15 to 20 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. If you get it right, you'll get a point. If you get it wrong, you will not get a point. If you manage to get all 8 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question also worth 1 point. Reminder to both teams that you have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. And reminder to all competitors to please keep both hands on screen at all times. Any questions before we get going with today's match? All right, then we'll get going with your first question in the category of recent releases. In Amsterdam, Bert, Valerie, and Harold all met during what war? Did you see this movie, Dylan?
No, I heard it was really bad.
It sucked. It was so bad. Imagine just like having a bunch of talent and then Taylor Swift getting pushed in front of a car. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
I said World War II.
And we'll go to Jack.
World War One.
And Jeremy.
World War One.
And Spence.
End the match right now. World War One.
We will do no such thing, but World War One is the correct answer. So Water 2 taking the early lead.
All right, so your next question comes in the category of 80s. Name both actors who play Gordy at different stages of his life in Stand By Me.
Now, Dylan, I see you didn't read the thing that our writer left in the notes here.
No, because I don't.
80s. You were not supposed to, but they put 80s and then see what I did there, presumably because a certain person in this match was once on a team called Team 80s.
Oh.
Or because Jack is 80 years old. One of the two. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
No, I just completely blanked.
And we'll go to Jeremy.
Will Wheaton and Richard Dreyfuss.
And Spence.
Put River Phoenix and Robert Duvall.
And Boatman.
Will Wheaton and Richard Dreyfuss.
Will Wheaton and Richard Dreyfuss are the correct answers. So Judgment City now up 3-2 as we get to your next question. The category of war. What is the rank of Hawkeye Pierce in MASH?
You like mashed potatoes? I don't know.
I do. They're the best. They're the best form of potato, and I stand by this.
That's fair. See that, yeah.
I was gonna say it's like if potatoes were yogurt, but that sounds entirely unappealing and wrong. 5, 4, 3, 2. I think I've just angered everyone. 1 pens down. We'll go to Jeremy.
Major.
And we'll go to Spence.
Corporal.
And we'll go to Boatman.
I said Captain.
And we'll go to Jack.
And I said Sergeant.
Captain is correct. So Boatman, the only one getting that correct as we move on to the next question.
Which comes in the category of romantic comedies. What is Kathleen's AOL screen name that she uses to chat with Joe anonymously in You've Got Mail? Realize the way I said that, it kind of made it sound like anonymously was Joe's last name.
Joe anonymously.
Yeah.
Friends with Johnny Friendly from On the Waterfront. 5, 4, 2, 1. Pens down. I tried to think of anyone else with an adjective as their last name. We'll go to Spence.
I just put Shop Girl. Is there a number?
And we'll go to Boatman.
Shop Girl.
And we'll go to Jack.
Nope.
And Jeremy.
Shop Girl.
Shop Girl is correct. As we get to your next question, in the category of action adventure, in The Rundown, Beck dreams of leaving his bounty hunter job in order to pursue what profession? I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very good.
Oh, let's do that.
Do you? Do you like this movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
For some reason, I thought you were like upset with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I was like, there's no way Dylan likes this movie. He's lying to me. We'll go to Boatman.
Chef
And we'll go to Jack.
I said wrestler because I have no clue.
And Jeremy.
Actor.
And Spence.
Swimsuit modeling.
Chef is correct. Boatman, the only one getting that correct. Judgment City extending their lead. As we go back to Dylan.
Your next question comes in the category of directors. Who directed Funny Face?
It's really hard because I go to read Judgment City's name and their score, but I didn't write their full name on my board. I just wrote the letters JC. And those letters have never stood for anything else, especially to me who used to host from a church. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
2. All right, that is Spence's first repeat on behalf of Water 2.
Who directed Funny Face? I'm not going to lie, I had a brain fart before this started because I wasn't sure if Judgment had an E after the G. So,
yeah, as long as you pronounce it phonetically correct, you're fine.
yeah.
This isn't a spelling bee.
Yeah.
The only time where spelling counts is in questions about the movie Aquila and the Bee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Jeremy.
Yep.
And we'll go to Jack.
I said George Cukor.
And Jeremy.
Stanley Donen.
And Spence.
Between that and Gene Kelly.
And Boatman.
Stanley Donen.
Damn it.
Stanley Donen is correct. So Judgment City extends the lead once again. As we get to your penultimate question in the category of sports movies. What position does RHYS IFAN'S character play in 2000's The Replacements? I never know how to pronounce this guy's name.
Oh, I thought you were saying you didn't know how to pronounce The Replacement's name. I was like, that's interesting.
You know, I've actually seen this movie, and Lord knows I don't remember a lick of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jeremy.
I don't know. Receiver.
And we'll go to Spence.
He looks like a wide receiver.
And Boatman.
I said running back.
And Jack.
I was between wide receiver and running back, and I went running back.
You all correctly identified the sport, but no one getting the correct answer. He is the kicker. He's the kicker for the team.
Ah, damn it.
As we get to your final question, as read by Dylan.
Which comes in the category of the 2010s. Clive Owen, Rihanna, and Ethan Hawke all have supporting roles in what sci-fi film? You think these people get along much? Like on set?
They managed to appear in at least one film together, so I would hope so.
It's true.
Although maybe they hate each other because they were like, we're done, we finished it. Haha. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Spence.
Big rips. Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
And we'll go to Boatman.
I said Battleship.
And we'll go to Jack.
Valerian City of 1,000 Planets.
And we'll go to Jeremy.
Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
So we are only taking Spence and Jeremy's answer. Unfortunately for Jack, he wrote Valerian, the City of 1,000 Planets. It's Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. So we cannot give him the point. So with that being said, at the end of round number 1, I have Judgment City at 10, Water 2 at 4. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have, yes.
All right, then we're going to get into round number 2. Round number 2 is our wheel round. We have brought up the lovely wheel from wheeltheside.com, and we're going to put it backstage while Dylan primes the wheel. The wheel is going to have 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. The competitors in the lead, in this case Judgment City, are going to get to choose what they whether they would like to spin first or defer. Whichever team spins, if they like what they get on their first spin, they can keep it, or they can spin again unless they land on opponent's choice. But when they spin again, whatever category they land on the second time, they will be stuck with. Teams will then get 5 questions in whatever category they end up with, worth 2 points apiece, or they can go to multiple choice for 1 point. Reminder to both teams that stealing is available. Dylan, do you want to read the categories on our wheel today?
Yeah, so the categories are the 1970s and 1980s, which are Judgment City's strengths, as well as Oscar-nominated Ingrid Bergman and recent releases, which are Water 2's strengths, as well as the general categories of comic book movies, 1980s, directors, and musicals.
All right, so Judgment City, we will bring in your manager. Would you like to spin first or defer to Water 2?
I think we want to defer, right, Jeremy?
Sure.
We will defer.
All right. We will send away Matthew, and we'll bring in the manager who believes in his clients as we spin the wheel for the first time.
Yeah, it could have been worse, gang. It could have been worse.
And you land on directors. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
So we spin again, right?
You need points on the board. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. You kind of have to go wheel hunting tonight.
Yeah, we'll spin.
All right, spin again. Whatever you land on, you will be stuck with. And you land on recent releases.
Yeah, won't have to.
Come on, no Father Stu questions.
Water 2, I will read you your questions in the category of recent releases. Are you ready?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, your first question. RRR takes place in what decade?
Haven't seen it.
I
say it's early 1900s.
Yeah, it's pre-independence India, so I don't know.
That's not going to help us, Jack. Let's go multiple.
For
multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, the 1920s, B, the 1930s, C, the 1940s, or D, the 1950s.
I want to say it's the 20s.
I was between that and another one, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, we'll go with the 1920s. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Hell yeah.
In Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, how did Puss lose his 8th life, leading to him going on his quest?
He's crushed by a bell.
Yes.
Crushed by a... Yeah, crushed.
Crushed, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Who plays the movie star invited to the dinner in The Menu?
John Leguizamo.
Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. After Sun follows a father and daughter on vacation in what European country?
Fuck. Is it Greece?
I don't know. That's the...
Has Boatman seen it?
I think he has, so I'm fine. I'm fine. I think Jeremy might have as well. So I'm fine with going multiple just to minimize the steal.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Greece, B, Spain, C, Italy, or D, Turkey.
I think it's Greece.
Greece, yeah.
Greece, final answer.
That is incorrect. Judgment City for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Greece, B, Spain, C, Italy, or D, Turkey?
It's absolutely Turkey, Caleb. Just
go for it.
Turkey, D, final answer.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. And the final question for Water 2. Zach Kreger directed what 2022 horror film?
Barbarian.
Yep.
Barbarian, final answer.
And that is correct for 2 points and a tie game at the
We're not getting knocked out. Let's fucking go.
So the score is now 11-11. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have, yes.
All right, then we'll bring back up the wheel and we will bring in Mr. Matthew Chen for Judgment City's first spin at the wheel.
Yeah.
And it lands on opponent's choice. Water 2, we will bring in your manager.
Get
Do
Chen,
you
bitch.
need
Let's
the
go.
do you need the categories again, or do you know what you would like to give your opponents?
Okay.
I think-
So, I'm thinking comic book movies. That's where we get the most steals, and they've probably studied Bergman.
I don't know about that, Spence.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Because Bergman, there's strength level questions. Comic book movies are not strength level. I think we can. I think
there's always coming of age if you don't want to do Bergman. But
No,
I think Bergman is
those two are going to kill that.
okay.
That's not
So do
gonna-
Bergman.
yeah. Okay, fine.
We'll give him Oscar-nominated Ingrid Bergman.
All right, we will send away Alex. We will send away the wheel. And Dylan, I will have you read the questions to Judgment City.
Sounds good. All right, guys, your first question in Oscar-nominated Ingrid Bergman. At the end of Casablanca, Ilsa boards a plane heading to what country?
It starts with an L.
Hmm.
Is it Libsyn? Is that a country or is Life?
I'm not sure if that's
Okay.
a country or a city.
5,
We'll go multiple choice.
4.
Yeah, we'll go multiple.
All right. Your options are A, France, B, Portugal, C, Spain, or D, England.
Okay. I'm gonna say Portugal.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking it might be Spain.
Okay, I'll trust you.
5.
I don't know.
Let's go
3.
for it. Spain.
Spain,
final.
final answer?
That is incorrect. So Waterloo for the 1-point steal. Is it A, France, B, Portugal, C, Spain, or D, England?
It is
I was
Portugal,
between,
right?
I was between Portugal and England, so I think it is Portugal.
Portugal, final answer.
That is correct for the 1-point steal.
Sorry, Caleb.
For the record, the city is Lisbon, which is in Portugal.
Yeah.
So your next question. Who plays Hercule's friend Bianchi in Murder on the Orient Express?
Martin Balsam.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is Yang's profession at the titular inn in the Inn of the Sixth Happiness?
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, all right.
Jeremy. I was asking Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, I don't know. Multiple choice. for
Okay,
sure.
multiple choice.
Cool. Your options are A, a cook, B, a waiter, C, a bellboy, or D, a concierge.
You feeling anything, Caleb?
No.
I might be feeling concierge, but I don't know.
4,
I'm gonna go waiter.
Okay.
2.
Waiter. Final answer.
That is incorrect. So Waterloo for the 1-point steal. Is it A, cook, B, waiter, C, bellboy, or D, concierge?
He's the cook.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question. What is the name of the mental hospital in Spellbound?
Oh. Is it? Oh, it's
something like Hillcrest, but I don't know if that's right.
Let's go multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Right. Your options are A, Green Manors, B, Comfy Acres, C, Shady Space, or D, Willow Grove.
It's A. It's A.
You sure it's not Willow Grove? Is that a different movie?
Maybe that's a different. Green Manors is like sticking out. to
Okay,
me.
we'll go with it.
I think it's Green Manors.
5.
Green
Okay.
Manors. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. So now your final question in this category. Who directed Saratoga Trunk?
That
We'll go
one went by me.
multiple choice.
Yeah.
All right. Your options are A, Norman Z. McLeod, B, Archie Mayo, C, Sam Wood, or D, Leo McCary.
I go B.
I know Sam Wood did some of her movies, but I don't know if he
Let's
did
go
that.
Sam Wood. Let's go that one.
Okay. All right.
5.
Sam Wood.
4.
Final
Sam-
answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job.
All right. So at the end of round number 2, I have Judgment City getting themselves up to 15, Water 2 getting some key steals, getting up to 13. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have, yes.
All right. Then we're going to get into round number 3. Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the pick your poison round. Our competitors are going to get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. The categories they can choose from today are Oscars, animated, Marissa Tomei, Westerns, 1980s, family, action adventure, and music. So we will let them choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. We will be right back. All right, our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. Judgment City has chosen their 1 in family, their 2 in the 1980s, their 3 in Oscars, and their 4 in animation. Whereas Water 2 has chosen their 1 in music, their 2 in Oscars, their 3 in animation, and their 4 in family. So we will start with Water 2 as they are behind. and we will ask them questions until they have caught up or been mathematically eliminated. And Dylan will be reading those questions since I read their questions in round number 2.
So we will start with Spence's first question in the category of music.
Yes.
Which is, who portrays Elton John in Rocket Man?
Taron Egerton.
That is correct for 1 point. Since you guys are still behind, we will then go to Jack's question, the 2-point question in Oscars, which is, who performed the Oscar-winning song Let the River Run for Working Girl?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
All right, that is your guys' second repeat. Who performed the Oscar-winning song Let the River Run for Working Girl?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Share. I don't know.
It's unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Carly Simon.
Can I ask a clarifying question? How do challenges work for questions that have been asked before?
If you would have to provide us with the exact match in which it was asked.
But is it like the exact question needs to be like the same, or is it just the information?
It would need to be the same question asked within the past 6 months, and you would need to name the match.
Okay, never mind then.
All right. So then, since you guys are still behind, we will then go over to your 3-point question in animated, which you can confer on this one. Your question. What is the original name of the town that Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs primarily takes place in?
Swallow Falls.
Swallow Falls.
Swallow Falls, final answer.
That is correct for 3 points.
And the lead. So we will now go over to Judgment City for their 1-point question in family to Mr. Kaleb Boatman. Boatman, your 1-point question in family. Name 2 of the 4 members of the Goonies, and we are looking for character names, not actors.
Data and Chunk.
That is correct for 1 point. We also would have accepted Mikey and Mouth. So we'll go over to Jeremy for his 2-point in 1980s. If he hits this, they will take the lead. Your question, Jeremy. Who directed Cocoon?
Ron Howard.
And that is correct for 2 points and the lead. So we will go back to Water 2 for their 4-point question. If they hit this, they will take the lead. If not, Judgment City will win and will be going on to face the champions.
Yep. So your 4-point question in family. In Paddington 2, Paddington and the other inmates build what in the prison which they use to escape?
Hot air. It's a hot air balloon.
Go for it.
Hot air balloon, final answer.
That is correct for 4 points.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we will go back now to Judgment City for their 3-point question in Oscars. If they hit this, they will tie the game with Water 2. Your 3-point question in the category of Oscars is as follows. What film won Best Cinematography for films released in 2003?
Okay, so that's not Return of the King. It's Master and Commander.
Okay.
I'm confident. It's Master and Commander. Master and
Far Side of
Commander,
the World.
final answer.
And your winners.
Oh, it was a tie.
Sorry, that's not
Isn't
right.
it a
That's not
tie?
right at all. I'm stupid. And your tied team. Judgment City.
Jack, is there
Can we do
another
it like
film?
It's
Is there
been a
another film
long
called
day.
Master and Commander?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I would say
think
also-
it generally goes by that
As well,
title.
Boatman said Master and
Yeah.
Commander, and Jeremy said Master and Commander, Far Side of the
That's
World.
far. That's fair. Yeah.
And the 2 of them, they
Also,
had the full
Trevor
answer.
was even nominated.
So now, for a question that can actually win Judgment City the match, their 4-point question in animation. If they hit this, they will win. If not, then we will be going to sudden death. Reminder, you have all 3 repeats to use if you need them. Your 4-point question, Judgment City. What 2010s animated film is about a boy named Ben who discovers that his mute sister is actually an aquatic creature tasked with saving mythic creatures from an evil goddess?
I think that's Song of the Sea.
Go for it.
Song of the Sea, final answer.
And your winner,
Yeah,
for
Jeremy.
real this time, Judgment City going on to face Ginyu Force. Song of the Sea is correct. So we will get into post-match interviews right now, starting with our unfortunate second-place finishers. We'll bring back their manager, Water 2. Water 2, I'm going to say what your manager who believes in you is thinking. Nobody thought it was going to be this close. You guys made that clear in your pre-match interviews. But you put up a hell of a fight. Round 1, you had a deficit, but you made up that ground in round 2. You held on for as long as you could. You pushed Judgment City to their 4, which is an impressive feat to accomplish. As much as you lost, I think this is a performance you should absolutely be proud of. Thoughts on the match you just played?
They have not, in their first 2 matches, they have not needed a round 3 question, period. We made them answer their 4. I have got the biggest fucking hit of self-confidence ever.
I didn't know how that sentence was going to end, and I'm glad that that's how it ended.
I can't fuck around here.
Look, I knew that round 1 was not going to be a good for us, because last time we were in a number 1 contender match, round 1 didn't go so well for us. I told Spence we needed to get lucky in round 2, and that's exactly what happened. I'm just happy we were able to A, not get knocked out, and B, took him to the last question. So like, I know we lost. This is an absolute win for me. So yeah, I'm so happy that that we played as well as we did. And we got so lucky in round 2.
Absolutely. So with that, that does put your record, I believe, at 3-4 now. What is next for Water 2? Are we going to see you in the tournament? Are we going to see you before then, if you at least want to be?
If we do have a match before the tournament, it would be fun to face a team like, what was the team you had mentioned, Spence?
Shampoo is better. And I have more hair than both of them, so I deserve that team name.
All right. Well,
I'm going to eat you up. Shampoo is better. Gobble.
On that note, we're saying goodbye to you. We're putting you backstage. And we'll bring in tonight's winners and new number 1 contenders, Judgment City. Guys, I'll say what everyone was thinking. We did not think it was going to be this close. I also want to apologize for calling and your winner a question early, like an idiot. It's been a long day. But still, phenomenal match. You basically were playing in a situation where they got their 1 strength and you got opponent's choice and were given their other 1. But you were still able to maintain the lead and pull it out in the very end. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'll just kind of get ahead of the thing. Like, Ingrid Bergman did not go well for us, and that's on me. I wanted to study that stuff. I was sick last week, so I was.
We're both sick.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Yeah, so yeah, just a bad timing. Not to give an excuse, because Waterloo freaking brought it. Like oh my gosh, that was an exhilarating match. Good on them. They showed up. They really did. That match, I think this was a great match. And I gotta give props. I had no freaking clue on that animation for Jeremy came in clutch. That was pardon me, I'm going to attempt to use a sports metaphor, but that was a 3-pointer out of nowhere. Like that was a
the question explicitly is worth 4 points.
I'm saying that in basketball aren't like the harder shots worth 3 points? I don't know. I played NBA 2K once and got beat by Eli Boatman.
Well, with that, officially, you are the number one contenders, and you are going on to face the champions, who are Ginyu Force. Fun fact, you guys are the first team to challenge for the titles in your rookie season since Ginyu Force did in their rookie season, if I am not mistaken. I see you look backstage. Am I wrong?
I feel like Bullets might have done it, but I might be
wrong. Apparently, I'm wrong. Well, Ginyu Force is a good team, but so are you. Thoughts?
Yeah. I just want to say, these guys tonight played a great match, and we got some bad luck in round 2 with them getting their strengths, but I'm kind of glad that we did, because this was our chance to show what we could do in round 3 in the final round. And I think all odds are we'll be going to the final round against an amazing team like Ginyu Force, and I definitely got a little more confident based on the match tonight, because those guys are tough, and there's going to be nerves anytime you take on a team that great. But I think at least, even though we haven't had as many matches, we've been tested enough to kind of see that we can do it. And I'll just say real quick that, the Song of the Sea thing, it helps to be question writer sometimes. You write about these movies and then they come up. So, but I don't know how you guys feel about it, but, after tonight's match, I'm feeling more confident to take on, those legends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, with that.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. I was just going to say, I'm excited to face. I've never faced Payson in multiplex, period. And I'm very excited to do that. I feel like he and I have been circling around each other for a while, and we've just never gotten to play each other in a match. I'm very excited. I've never played David
this
either.
This is not correct.
That's not correct. When did we play?
Ginyu Force and Double Indemnity played.
Oh, yeah, that happened. I'm a moron.
Well, now that we're all done being stupid after a match about being smart, we will say goodbye to our teams. We'll go to final thoughts on the desk with me and Dylan. Dylan, final thoughts on the match that we just saw.
Yeah, great match, surprisingly. Waterloo, they definitely, I think, overperformed today, from what a lot of people, I think, would have expected. So kudos to them for playing a great game and knowing what to give their opponents on opponent's choice. Seemed like they were having some trouble deciding, but they came to a good decision. They were able to pick up the steals. So great game. And I'm excited to see Judgment City versus Ginyu Force. I think that's a pretty crazy matchup to be made. So that's definitely going to be a fun one.
Absolutely. A phenomenal match, a phenomenal title match in the works. But with that being said, we will get out of here. So I have been Cameron Holzman, and on behalf of Dylan Van Thine, Adelaide Spence, Jack Pinchuk, Alex Coronado, Kaleb Boatman, Jeremy Adams, and Matthew Chen, as well as everyone who works here at Multiplex Movie Melee, thank you for watching. Have a great whatever time of day it is that you are watching this match. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
You've been taken care of.
Bye-bye.